Hello, fundamentals to programming. I am going to give a little bit of a breakdown on how to log into Jupyterhub, just in case any of you were still having issues with that. So here we go. So username, and I'm going to use this just as I would as you guys. I've created one for myself. I'm going to have my last name, my first name. Sometimes that could be, some of you have had to use a capital on your last name and a capital on your first name. Password, I'm going to use my student ID. Of course, that's not going to show it to you on here. And then I'm going to sign in. And as we come into this, as you can see, sometimes it takes a little bit to get that server started up the first time. Let that go. And I created my user there. My notebook is completely empty to start out with, right? So I have to go to Hibbard's class. So I'm going to switch over on my tabs. I got two tabs running up here. I'm going to go to Hibbard's class. I'm going to go out to home. I'm looking for our fundamentals class. If we go to the right side, I scroll down the page. I got fundamentals of programming here. This is period 2. Here's period 6. Either one should have these. I'm going to go ahead and end 6 here. And if I look, I have download notebooks. This is going to get me the notebooks that I need. So if I click on that, it should open another tab with the notebook. It should start to say it's syncing that with it. And then as soon as it gets that, it should drop those in this folder in here. So the first one that we're starting out with, this project that we're going to create now, is you guys are going into the introduction to Python. Okay. The first one that we're going to be doing and that you're going to have on your assignment, first one is going to be module 01-1. So if you click on that, again, it's going to open a new tab with that notebook. Okay. Inside the notebook, top part of it is just going to kind of give you a breakdown what it's going to go over. One, we're working in Python 3. Okay. We're also just going to print statement. We're going to go over comments, data type basics, variables, addition with strings and integers, errors, and character art. Okay, and it says here's the items that you're going to be able to do. Writing code, using the print, the pound comment, combine strings, add numbers, troubleshoot errors, create character art. This first concept is going to have hello world Python print statement. Hello world is a common everyday piece that you'll see. Java will have it, C# will have it. Everyone has their hello world starting program. Now anytime you see that we have, it looks like a play button, right? Anytime that you see that, you can click on that to play. Okay, watch these videos, they're very helpful.
Hello World is
So we have it. It's only 1 minute 25 seconds long. You can increase that if you want to full screen it.
a
I'll
simple
continue to
first
play.
program that we use when we're learning a new programming language. It helps ensure that our system is working.
We'll run Hello World in Python 3 in our Jupyter notebook, and we'll use Python 3 throughout the course. Enter into the cell, which we see is a code cell. The word print is typed in lowercase, the print function, which can display a message that is surrounded by quotations and inside parentheses to the standard output. Let's type Hello World. Use print in lowercase and parentheses containing a message surrounded by quotation marks. To run the code, choose Cell, Run Cells, and get the message Hello World. We can edit to say Hello Students. Run the cell this time using a keyboard shortcut, Control and Enter at the same time. Now, you have coded and run the famous Hello World.
Okay, now that that's finished, this opens up a second page, so just close that out. Comes right back to your other tab. Always remember that you have your tabs up here. This is going to show you the tab. It says Module 1.1 up here. So that was your first program. That's it. Run Hello World. So if we do that same thing, now if you look down here, it's going to say enter new text in that. We can change this around, whichever we want to do, but the one that we want to look at is how do I run this? So if we look at this, click in the cell below and press Control Enter. So if I come down here and I go Control Enter, it's going to then print out Hello World. Now we can move to the next session, and now we're going to go into comments. Again, you have a video to watch on the comments. Okay? Its comments start with the pound symbol. It's that simple on this one. If you want to, like this is here, it's basically like leaving notes inside of your notebook. So anytime you want to leave a note and not have it access code, you can hit the pound in the beginning, and anything behind that is not going to be included in your code. So if it's saying here, program Hello World with comment, okay, we can hit the pound, and anything I put on here, Hello World. If I hit Control Enter, nothing is printed. It's just a comment, so you're not going to see anything. Okay. If I'm up here and then I go, well, I want to add another, so I hit the Enter key, and I want to go print, in parentheses, in quotes, Hello World, and then I come back again, hit Control and Enter. Now I get it printed out on the screen. Okay, so each of these notebooks are going to have that same sequence that this follows down through. You're going to have, okay, what is concepts? What does it mean? What's it doing? Now on this one, in this 1.1, this first one, I should have had that taken out. We don't want to add a notebook library. So this should be canceled. Cancel out. We're not doing it inside of there because we're using the Jupyterhub notebooks on my server. Now working in notebook cells, it's going to talk about markdown cells display text. Okay. Code cells contain code. An edit or privilege to run cells can display in edit mode, or cells can display results from having been run. Again, there's a play button, so you have a video. Watch that video. Edit mode, code mode. Those are all seen here. So when I'm in this one and I look up here, this is in markdown mode because this is just text, video, the learning side of that, or the platform that it's receiving that. Same as I come down here. If I go into this one, went to the video. When we come back, didn't mean to go to the video.
Common tasks in using the Jupyter Notebook are,
But when I come down into one that's like this, and I look up in here, that's going to have code. Again, this one, markdown. These you save with that, should have code in there. If it doesn't, then it's incorrectly done. Okay? So task 2, insert a new cell. Insert a new code cell below. So you'll finish this. After watching this, it's going to tell you exactly how to do this. Add a cell. And this first notebook is telling you exactly how to do it. Highlight any cell and then add a new cell using menu, insert below. So I could come up. I'm reading what it says here, right? Insert, cell below. It inserted another cell that I can program in. Okay. Edit cell, add print with the message after edit save. So if I'm going to add that one, or whichever one that I put that in, I'm going to go print. And inside there, I'm going to add after edit save. run the cell. I can run the cell by clicking run. I can run the cell by run cells. Run cells insert below, would insert another one, or I can just on here control enter as a shortcut key and run it after edit save. Okay, so follow that, do that same thing below. The big key of this is go through this first section completely, right? Go down through all these, watch those videos so that you can get used to using the Jupyter notebooks before you move on to your next one.